Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit." And I think that's a great quote of a great guy. People often forget that they're asleep and that well, of course they forget it because they don't realize it. But what I'm getting at here is most people are asleep. They're like in some sort of hypnotic state of life, of reality, and that's normal. That's the result of how our brain works. This is not some sort of bullshit talk about how they try to control you and whatnot, or maybe they are. It's not about that. What I'm talking about here is people are asleep and are in a hypnotic state because of a result of how their brain works and how our reality is and how we perceive it. Every day we do the same things in a pattern, and we keep those same days for most of our lives. Things doesn't change every day. We're creatures of habit, and our lives are in a great way monotony. They're in a great way all the same. And you have to realize that. You have to take that knowledge and you have to take it to your advantage. And well, one of the biggest things that you have to do for that is, like I said in my previous video, is build good habits. Build good habits that will benefit you in the future. Always do something every day that your future self will be happy about that you did. And another thing that I want to talk about is be more aware. I see like a lot of people think that education and learning things in life stops after school. That's the biggest bullshit ever. When you're in school, when you're in school, getting your degree or diploma or whatever you want to call it, you're not getting educated at all. They're transforming you, especially in the Western world. They're transforming you to conform with society, and that's in a way normal, I'd say. It's not some bullshit talk about how that's conspiracy or whatever. No, it's normal, because in our society, people have to realize that in a way we have to conform, else things won't work out the way they do. But what I'm getting at here is that education never stops, guys. Once you reach the point of 20, 22, 23, that's the moment true education only starts. The path to wisdom never stops. You always can learn something. And trust me, there are a million bajillion things that they're out there to learn, and everybody has different topics of interest. But what I'm getting at here is always try to further your own knowledge, become wiser. And that's something that a lot of people don't do. Look at America. The peak of Western civilization. People are happy with the food they get and the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is probably more important than any rights that they have on the Bill of Rights. And half the people don't even know what rights they have on the Bill of Rights. That's the reality of things. And I want you to just realize, look at how the average person lives, and try not to live like that, and you're basically good to go. Because it's just sad to see. In our Western society, we are so, how do I say it, we're so caught up with life and with the bullshit that we often forget what it's all truly about. And the funny thing is, nobody knows what it's all truly about. And a few thousand years ago, they all knew that, and that's when they came in with the bullshit religion. I'm not going to talk about religion here, but it's just something to think about. And people, especially in the West, we forget what we have, and we only crave what we don't have, and everything that we do have becomes like a standard. When something good's happened, that's normal. Only when it's negative, it's highlighted. Good things are not highlighted. And it's the way of thinking that it's frustrating, because what that leads to? Human suffering. And one would think that the people that live in the West are the most happiest people on the planet, but it's not. If you look at the statistics, people in the West, if you ask me, are probably the most depressed. And that's mainly because of the way we think and the way we act and the way we see society and the way we, interact with each other. That's a result of, human conditioning. That's a result of our education. But, it's just sad, because in the West we all truly have already what we need, and even more. But no, people want that new iPhone or that new smartphone or that fast car or that nice car, and it's like how Tyler Durden says in the movie, you know, the things you own end up owning you. It's sort of funny, but it really is true. It's a great movie. It's a great allegory. You know, it's a nice way of Hollywood of you know laughing at ourselves because you know a lot of things are true in it. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. But you know the key point that I want you guys you know to take away from this video is look at how the average person lives, and then try not to do what they do, and you're good to go. It's that simple. Always try to you know become wiser. The path to learning never stops. It only becomes harder if you think about it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe for more videos in the future, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.